Oh, yeah. This is our first podcast.
What's going on, everybody?
Also, before this starts, I just want to say this is the first time we've ever used this mic. We also don't have like a pop filter or anything on this mic, and if the audio is bad, I'm sorry. We're literally just in the middle of my room. There's a table. My dogs are here. We're just our first time doing it. I don't know how it's gonna be, so don't judge us hard. But like back to what I was saying, my name is Colby Nicholson. I'm a junior in college right now. I actually go to Webster University trying to do digital media, but my main focus is making videos. And I'm sitting here with my friend Blake Balmer. I'll let Blake Balmer introduce himself.
Name's Blake Balmer. Currently not enrolled in school. I actually just got hired on at USIC. Start that at 8 a.m. Monday, so pretty excited about that. Getting that flow back on, getting the rhythm, making that money. People, it's a great day. We got to go out and have some fun.
All right, cool. So, honestly, for me, like, I do work at the YMCA, but like, my job that I guess I wish it was my job is making videos, and it will be even if it's before college ends or after college ends. So one day it will be.
Yeah, hard work. You just got to stay on it. I feel like you've loved this ever since forever, as long as I've known you. So, yeah. You're passionate about it. You keep going. For me, I don't. I really haven't sunk into what I want to do yet. So I'm just kind of, testing out what feels all right.
Yeah. So on the topic of videos that we make. By the way, I don't know if whoever's watching this, I don't know who's watching this. This is our first time doing it. I don't even know if it's going up. But what I'm saying is that Blake helps me with my videos more than anyone. So I want to thank him for that real quick. And so on the topic of that, I want to say, like, when we make videos, it's probably like a 5-minute video normally. And people do, like, that 5 minutes probably took us, at least 7 hours.
7-8 hours just of straight. We get sidetracked a little bit here and there, but most of the time we're working, we're grinding, thinking of new ideas,
Yeah, of course. So that's what I'm trying to get at here is, yes, I make videos. They might be stupid, they might be silly or whatever. But, like, the stuff that goes on that people don't see, that, like, me, you, and Will, and
just
me, you, and Jordan see.
Everything.
Yeah, that shit is so fun. Honestly. People don't know. So, like, another thing I want to talk about, bring this up, is that, so the videos we make, obviously, the stuff goes on behind the scenes that we couldn't put in the videos, because the way I look at, like, my YouTube channel, or, like, my making videos, but not just YouTube, is that I'm probably going to show it to, like, future employers. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like a demo reel in a way.
Oh, yeah.
Like, obviously, it's their stupid little videos are what I like to make, but I don't think an employer would like to see me saying F this, F that, like me.
Yeah, definitely. I know there's multiple jobs out there which they check your Twitter, Instagram, any social media. If they don't like what they're seeing, the chances of you getting hired are not as good as another person who's going in for an interview or something.
Yeah.
And you in everything, you're just trying to send a good message, a good positive message at first. And whenever you get the flow, whenever you start going, whenever you get that fame, and you're your own boss, basically. Not doing other jobs for these people. You don't have to worry about them criticizing your videos, because you're doing you're making what you like at that point, and they can't say, hey, I can't hire you, because you don't work for them, if you want to be your own boss.
I appreciate that, man. So gonna change that up a little bit. So you just recently, you're not in school, right?
Yeah, definitely
you're not in school. Okay, so how has it been? Like, you've been recently trying to find a job, right?
Yeah.
Explain your struggle. Like, how has it been, honestly?
Well, first of all,
not having a degree.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you guys a little insight on the scoop of what happened to me during school. Just a little feel to lead up to this.
Okay.
I went to Jefferson College in Missouri for about a month. Turns out, really, after 3 days, I was dropped for non-payment. Screwed up my A+ contract. Decided to go to Mineral area, about 30 minutes away from home. Okay. Was the baseball manager there. I loved it, but I started not going to class.
Yeah.
And that kind of took a toll on me. I really didn't like it, so I just decided, I just want to work. I thought about going to trade school and all this, but I really still haven't figured out what I love to do. I like acting in your videos and stuff.
Yeah.
But
do you really see yourself, like, acting in my videos the rest of your life, though? Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, if you're ever down to make them, I'm always down to act. So, yeah, really, I worked at Cracker Barrel for a little bit. I didn't see much of an opportunity increase in that for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I really just wanted to get something going. Started seasonal employment at UPS. Had surgery December 13th, 2017. Then just couldn't really get back into the working business, man. Every previous employer, they would hire me, and I felt like it was easy. And then it kind of just snapped. I couldn't find a job, and stuff would come up, and just kind of subside. But now, really, I'm just starting to get back into it. Finally, after 2 months, it's going to be hard because, waking up late every day and just
you're not
staying
in a routine.
up. You're not in a routine at all, man. So hopefully that gets figured out. And
I think you'll like it. No, honestly, when it comes to me, like when I'm busy, I seem to like be more productive. You know what I mean? Like if I just sit at home all day, I probably won't go to the gym till like late. Then I'll get back and I just
it's a
eat
little
a
more
bunch of food,
boring.
just lay around. Yeah, it's so boring.
Nothing really comes out of it.
Yeah.
But if you're just go all the time, then time flies.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting at home, I'm just playing NCAA or something or a video game. It's kind of like, this is boring. Who do I want to talk to now? Which is, I'm out on the road, working all day. It's just gonna go by quick. My days are gonna fly by, and I'm gonna get money out of that.
That's good. And you'll be busy. You'll have time. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah,
everyone has free time.
Yeah, I thought forever that I don't know what I'm gonna do. It is the end of the world. That's what I was thinking. But I figured out there's a lot of people like me out there.
Yeah.
I mean,
dude, you're young. You can't even legally drink.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
But I still don't know what I want to do. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you guys out there that don't know that. So if you're listening, just keep your head up. Just keep doing you, and eventually something good will turn around,
Yeah.
Just little words of wisdom.
I mean, everyone finds their stuff. And
It doesn't matter if you're 16, doesn't matter if you're 30.
Oh, yeah.
Eventually, some good will come, so.
Going back to, you said you were free, like you didn't have any obligations for 2 months.
Like working wise?
Yeah, so you just basically, like, the gym was your job.
Correct.
That's awesome.
Wake up, go to the gym, eat, come home, chill, hang out.
Did you play a lot of video games?
Played a lot of video games. I played NCAA 14, a little throwback on the Xbox. I always get in the fit.
Was that on the 360?
Xbox 360, yeah.
Dang.
I went to go buy a PS2 or PS3, whatever it was, and couldn't seem to find one, which, Xbox was a little cheaper.
Yeah.
So just copped it real quick and started playing.
So, did you do, did you play, was there Ultimate Team back then? Or,
there was an Ultimate Team, actually, yeah, on NCAA
Really?
14. You had to have online, though, and, I tried to download online and for Xbox.
Yeah, you had to pay for
Xbox
that.
Live, yeah. And I could never. It said, you have a new update, you have to do this and this, and, dude, I would get so mad, man. Like, come on, I'm just trying to get the new uniforms, and do all this, because it's cool.
Yeah.
And NCAA 14 graphics aren't too bad.
No, honestly, if you have an HDMI plug, then Modern Warfare 2, even the game, every game back then, they weren't that bad. No. But it is crazy how video games have came up. Their graphics are insane.
The graphics are crazy now. Madden 18 compared to NCAA now is a different story.
It's a completely different story.
But
so I'm gonna stay on topic of NCAA. You didn't have Ultimate Team. You didn't have Xbox Live. What did you do?
I played a little bit of Road to Glory, Dynasty. Road to Glory mainly. I would create a quarterback. One in particular, his name was Alex Stark. Attended the University of Stanford. And a really good QB, man. 19,000 career passing yards, 160 total TDs. It's a video game though. You're trying to have fun. You're trying to throw that many yards. You're trying to throw that many TDs. So yeah, we just turned it on rookie a little bit. And
you say his name is Alex Stark?
Alex Stark, STARRK.
Nice. That sounds like a dynasty quarterback.
Oh yeah, number 12 for Stanford.
That's a perfect.
He did everything.
Back in 14, was Stanford good? Do you remember?
We were ranked. We started the year 3rd.
You say we? Is it your team? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
but
it was Stark's team, man.
It was Stark's team.
2-time Heisman winner, 1-time national championship winner. We got rigged in his senior year. We went undefeated.
What happened?
And didn't even play in the national championship. Went undefeated. I guess there was Oklahoma and Nebraska.
Was
undefeated
that
too? So
was it kind of like the Florida? What Florida school went undefeated this year but didn't?
UCF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, dude. Honestly, didn't they have shirts that said national championship?
National champions, yeah.
That's stupid. Honestly.
Yeah, I think I don't agree with that. You know, to call yourself national champions, you have to play in the national championship game.
Exactly.
Credit to them. They beat Auburn, who beat Georgia and Alabama, the two teams in the national championship. Going back, never mind. No, Auburn beat Alabama at Auburn, right?
Dude, honestly, I don't remember. Honestly, college football, I watched more NFL this season than
whatever
I did.
it was. Yeah, so, you know, we give them that credit, but UCF, man, I feel like their schedule wasn't too good. I know they played Memphis one or two times. Memphis was top 25 for a little bit. Not top 10, not top 15. I think they were 20 for a little bit. So, I mean, they played maybe 2-3 good teams. Other than that, trash schedule.
Yeah.
Honestly. This football year was kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was weird. The Super Bowl was good, though.
Super Bowl was really good.
I know we were just talking about college, but I'm just saying that was a good, overall football game. That was a great football game.
Even though, you know, I'm a Pats fan. Grew up in Festus, you know, about, 25, 30 minutes from St. Louis. You're just giving all the information
out, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Festus, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. No one, I mean, I don't
Festus,
really think...
Ontario, Canada is what I meant.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Well, yeah, so, you know... We're supposed to like the Rams, which I like the Rams for
are we supposed to like the Rams now, though? They moved back to Los Angeles.
I do. I mean, I think everybody in St. Louis always thought they were pretty cool. Pretty good.
I'm going to call it in this podcast now. I'm a Dolphins fan.
Dolphins.
I'm going to call it now, okay? Just so, when they're good in a couple years, I can come back to this and be like, I told you guys. I mean,
they weren't terrible this year.
I was a Dolphins fan. They beat the Patriots, dude.
Yeah, they did beat the Pats.
I mean, think about Jacksonville last year. They were, in Buffalo.
Jacksonville wasn't even in playoff.
Yeah, they weren't even, they were literally in the college football still.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how far away they were from the playoffs.
And Buffalo, too. I mean, there was, 8 new playoff teams this year?
Yeah.
I think.
If the Vikings did win, didn't they? No, who won? The Vikings won against the Steelers, right?
The Vikings beat.
It was the Vikings
beat the Saints.
Vikings, Saints,
Pats, Jaguars.
Yeah, if the Pats were the only Super Bowl vets, all those other 3 teams
have never won a Super Bowl.
That's crazy.
So
some of them haven't even been. That's wild.
Congrats to the Eagles.
Good, that was a really good year for the Super Bowl.
Actually, the Saints won the Super Bowl.
I think they've at least been to one. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, they won it with Reggie Bush and Drew Brees.
Yeah. Sports are kind of dry right now.
Yeah.
It's really just the NBA and the NHL.
There's nothing really we can watch.
No.
There is, but, I mean, lately I haven't been seeing too many hyped games.
Dude, my favorite time of the year for sports is June, when the NBA playoffs are going on, the NH Stanley Cup playoffs are going on, and there's
awesome.
baseball.
And it's summer.
And there's baseball, and it's summer.
Yeah. So we're just kicking it. We're watching sports. We're getting up in the morning. We're going about our day. We're hitting the gym.
We're
looking good, feeling good.
Hopefully making some more podcasts.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah, playing games.
If we get a little following,
we can maybe even, I don't know, I'm thinking about this. I haven't done it yet, but we have the tools now. We could play some NHL live stream or something like that.
The duos or duels? You say duos?
NHL live stream, we have the tools.
Oh, the tools?
Yeah.
Tools? I thought you said...
No.
I thought you said duels.
No, I said tools.
Something. Yeah.
Tools.
Yeah, we do have the tools. What did we get? We got the...
we got a
camcorder, or...
the new... I'm pointing at it.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it's before. The Logitech. Cool. It's a webcam. That's what I was trying to say. Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
It's a webcam.
We have
We have this new microphone now, so I hope this sounds good.
The Elgato.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man.
Definitely. So, Bomb, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Oh, dude.
I'm gonna put you on the spot here. This is gonna be a segment I'm gonna have. I'm probably gonna put it in a little sound effect.
Put somebody on the spot.
So I'm gonna put someone on the spot. So this is how this is gonna work. I'm gonna ask you a question. You have to ask it or answer it truthfully.
Okay.
You're not gonna have any idea
If I don't, do I get slime dumped on me?
Yeah, you're gonna get slime. It's Nickelodeon. No. So yeah, you have to answer truthfully.
Okay.
And you have a chance to ask him to put me on the spot afterwards.
Yeah, definitely. If I can think of something.
But the question I ask you is off limits, so you gotta have it has to be original.
How about you guys tweet me for our next podcast what I should ask Colby?
At Blake Dovo. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. All right, Bomb. I'm gonna put you on the spot. What has been your favorite video we have made?
That's a good question. What do you mean, just? visual wise or filming wise.
Bro, that can take that with
and anything. Yeah. All right, let me think a little bit here.
But just know I'm gonna ask you why afterwards.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, we've had a lot of good videos, man. A lot of good times. Even though sometimes we get sidetracked a little bit. They take a long time. They're very. You put in a lot more time than me. I just act. You have to edit. You have to do all that stuff. So.
But it's fun. It's so much fun. Okay, sorry, I don't want to cut you off. All right, what is your favorite video that we have made?
Man,
overall?
That's a hard one. Just to think about all the videos that we've done so many. We've done NHL videos, which are cool to watch. We've done a lot of skits.
Yeah, what kind of... Okay, let's break it down.
Really, I think...
Really quick. We can break this down. Do you like being in gaming videos or skits more?
Definitely skits a lot more. Just because I feel like... there's something I can read off of and definitely go by instead of the video games are kind of just what do I want to say here?
It's completely improv. Okay, so skits back on the
skits. So I would say the one where I'm just gonna name the one right off my head right now that I can name with Tranquilizer and
the NBA one
Stormwolf.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. Just because
it was fun.
It was fun. It took a while to make, but we had a lot of thought into it. We went as far as doing a post game.
Yeah. That was actually really fun to shoot. It was good. It was really fun. Yeah. You gave me that idea.
Post game press conference, all that. It was funny. I got arcadeoed, man.
Yeah.
And basically the concept of it, which I believe is kind of basically true, with everything going on in the NBA right now.
Just let's talk about that.
All the fights we have. All the commotions, the tweets, everything, man.
Trade deadline. That was wild.
And really, I feel like everything is... I mean, they play because I'm sure those guys want to win. They work their whole life to get to that point, and they want to win. Yeah. But at the same time, I feel like they go a little over the top.
It's a show. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is way over dramatic, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's turning into the WWE. Literally, the NBA is not even the same after the trade deadline. It's literally a completely different game now.
I mean,
because there's only 2 or 3 teams that literally would ever
can compete. Yeah, we can sit
and
here.
then the ones that aren't competing are fighting to get media coverage so they can get more ticket sales and blah, blah, blah. I like the NBA. I think it's cool. I kind of like that it's a show, but it's literally so obvious. And to me, at least. It could not look like that to other people, which is fine. But what I'm saying is, to me, it just does not seem real.
Yeah, so a team, for instance, I want to say the Jazz, maybe, or I don't know how Jazz are doing right now, but they're just completely, what would you call it, irrelevant to the NBA right now. It's basically your NBA. You have maybe 5 teams. For sure, you have the Cavs, the Warriors, the Rockets, the Celtics, and who am I missing here? Thunder could be good, I feel like, but usually, man, the Spurs. I feel like the finals. No matter what happens, I know the Celtics, I know the Rockets are good this year, but I feel like it's still going to be Golden State.
It's safe to say that I if I had $1 million, I would put $1 million down. The Golden State Warriors are going to at least make it to the finals.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
On the East is a little bit different.
They have a tough.
The Rockets, the Rockets this year are good.
The Rockets.
That's true.
I just heard today though the Spurs might not get Kawhi back for the rest of the season. I think he was dealing that quad injury, which, some doctors say he's fine, he's good to go, and others say he's not good to go, he's going to need surgery. All that going on there is just even more tension, more media. I just feel like, how don't you know what's wrong with him? People say he's fine to go, other people say he's not, so what is it? They're just drawing more attention, so more people will focus. More people will focus into that. I feel like your shows like First Take, Undisputed, Sports Center, all that, they just throw NBA out there first thing in the morning because it keeps you watching.
Honestly, it's genius in a way.
Oh yeah. It's genius. They talk about LeBron every single day. I always see talks about LeBron.
As far as a business, the NBA is so smart. Yep. So smart.
And I feel like there's very few that know it. We realize it. That
listen, we're from St. Louis. We don't even have an NBA team. I've been to 2 NBA games my whole life. They are fun. Mm-hmm. They're cool. They keep the crowd in it. Every time out, everything, halftime, they're throwing shirts, they're throwing all this stuff. And there's music playing. It's good music. The introduction, the court does crazy stuff. The game itself is awesome. There's dunks. It's crazy. It's exciting. The NBA is sweet, dude. Yeah. But on the outside looking in, it does seem a little fake. Obviously, the game isn't fake, but the little drama that goes on behind it, I feel like they're like, hey, man, let's talk shit. They're DMing each other.
Like, let's get in a little bit of an altercation.
Yeah,
let's do this. Let's tweet at each other just so people will see that and they'll want to watch our games just to see if anything else happens.
At least that's a speculation that we have. I'm going to cut this conversation off. It's been going on for so long. So, Baum, I think it's your turn to either put me on the spot or we can move on. But it's up to you. Do you want to put me on the spot?
Yeah, I'll put you on the spot. Let me just think of this really isn't like a good question, but what do you think is the most frustrating part about making videos, man? Like, do you feel like that's the
most frustrating part?
Frustrating or your least favorite part?
Okay, my least favorite part is...
And go into detail, you know.
Okay, my least favorite part about making videos is pretty much right before I'll get an idea and I'll write it down in my notes or whatever, and I'll either write a script or do that. The hardest part is getting all my friends that work all the time together to do something. You guys go out of your way to help me further my career, which is so awesome. Like, I thank you guys so much for that.
Yeah, man.
But it's just, like, I realize that, like, this is not what you guys are going to be doing, and so it's so hard to get you guys. I don't want you to spend your good time with me just making videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Like, you and Jordan especially.
Like, I told you before.
And Will, even. Will's been helping a lot.
I like making videos. You know? I feel like we all do. You know?
No, I can definitely rely on you. And what I'm saying, I just, like, especially for Jordan, like, I just want to make sure, like, if he's busy, like, I don't want him to come out of his way to help me. Like, I appreciate the times that he does, but, like, I want it to be because you guys think it's kind of fun, or, like, you guys want to be here, like, not because you have to, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I appreciate you guys doing that. That's
it's definitely fun, man, and I feel like everybody's always down, but you know, this
people are busy, man.
This isn't everybody's major or what they want to do. You know, they're doing other things. So yeah, man, I feel you.
It takes time.
It's kind of like
it's a long process. It's like a 7-hour shoot up.
We wanting to go play, you know, mini hockey, Hock.
Hock,
we can't get enough people to play. You know, it's kind of like that. Like, come on, man. You know, we're trying to get this game going.
So Blake is very excited right now to talk about our next topic that we're about to talk about, and
let's go.
He made a reference to a game called Mini Hock, and we are like, I'm 21 and Blake's 20 right now. I'd say when we were sophomores in high school, it all started. It was Christmas, and I was over at my cousin's house. The one who actually showed me how to make podcasts. So thank you, Sam. So Sam Chandler, they are part of the first time callers. I'll link them in the description of this podcast. I was over at Sam's house, and they had a mini hockey goal, and we were playing a little bit. And I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. Like, I never played hockey growing up. I never even really liked. Like, I was a Blues fan, but not like hardcore until around this time either. And I knew we had school off for Martin Luther King Day. Well, I'm bored. Like, I don't know what to do. I was like, okay, let me buy 2 goals. It was like, what, $30? 2 goals, you get 4 sticks and like 4 balls or whatever. And they're mini hockey goals. And I had the perfect little rink in my basement. We had a couch down there next to a door, and there was walls all the way around it. So it was just one big square, probably about a 20-foot square. Probably 20 foot by 15 foot, if I had to guess.
It was
maybe
it was perfect.
Yeah, it was awesome. So we had
enough for 4 people to run around.
Yeah,
4 guys to run and hit each other.
For like 17-year-old kids, and it sounds stupid, but that mini hockey game turned into being probably one of the coolest things that I've ever done as a kid.
Our lives.
Like, it sounds stupid. We were on our. It wasn't shinny hockey. Like, we straight up played. Like, we were mean. Like, we got in, like, not actual fist fights, but we got pretty heated. Blake almost broke his arm one time. Like, this stuff got crazy.
On me.
Each year and year, it got crazier and crazier. And kids around the school even were talking to us about it. I don't know. It was just wild.
As far as vacuuming, acting like it was a Zamboni vacuuming the carpet.
And we're not young at this time. I want to say we're probably like 17.
Yeah. And that's how we spent our summer.
Yeah, it really started heavy in the summer too.
I think what hit us pretty hard too was that we were just getting into the feel of liking the sport of hockey. So we wanted to be like hockey players. We took it out and down in your basement and played mini hockey and acted like we were NHL players.
And that year was a year that we had some of our really good friends. They were actually from a different country. They were exchange students. They were Christian Sternhagen and Matteo Leopardi, and they played in the mini hockey league because we were pretty good friends with them. And I swear to God, Christian Sternhagen was the greatest mini hockey player that I've like, you might think that's like a weird to have a skilled mini hockey. People are listening, but let me tell you, that game was hard as fuck. And we were good at that game. Like if
we
I seriously think that it could be an Olympic sport. If
definitely.
if curling,
you have ping pong.
that's ping pong. That's two people sport. Mini hockey would be a fucking great sport
And I would watch it. I would go to the games. I would play.
Like we were hitting it out of the air. We can literally pinpoint a point on the wall and hit it off the wall into the goal. And it was like we were good.
It looked so organized too. We would do moves like that were legit moves. Like people would get their ankles broken and. We were just smart with it, man.
Yeah. And obviously it was we were in America, we were in the middle of Missouri. So there was a bunch of our friends that would come over and we'd have our own like I guess American style. But listen, when how for soccer, I don't know if you'll know this or not, but for soccer like Germans, like the Bundesliga plays different than the Italian leagues and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah, because it's just different parts of Europe, you know what I mean? The way they play.
Settings, I want to say.
Settings, the way they play, how they play and everything like that. It's a different feel. It definitely is. Like even the atmosphere is different.
So it's kind of like
what I'm trying to get at is the reason why I think this could be an Olympic sport is because when I tell you that the German Christian Sternhagen played different than everybody in the room, and then the Italian Matteo Leopardi played different than everyone in the room. We even had a different Italian the next year play, and they all played. Like, we all played different. So like I really feel like that could be an Olympic sport. I've said a lot about Hock. I loved it. It was fun. It was at my house. But I want the person who actually loved that game to speak about Hock, and that is my friend Blake Ballmer. Blake Ballmer, take over. Hock.
How you guys doing today? Growing up, I always dreamed about being a big Hock star. And I just fell in love with the position of goalie. Really, and I ate, slept, and dreamt Hock. I remember hours before game time, I'd go down in Colby's basement and I'd vacuum his carpet.
Yeah.
Just so the rink looked nice.
He loved it. Literally was in love with it.
I would think about it all the time.
Yeah, we'd be in school, we'd be like, dude, we'd be in math, he'd pat me on the shoulder, he'd be like, dude, Hock. And I'm like, dude, yeah, math.
And yeah, I remember that.
Like, he would sit in front of me and straight turn around, middle lectures, like, dude, Hock. Alright, keep going.
Because it's all I thought about, and just, it influenced me, and because, I looked up to a lot of the NHL guys at that time. I wanted to be like them. I even had my...
Jonathan Quick was a big inspiration.
Yeah, Jonathan Quick.
Ooh, the Olympics were around Hock time.
Yeah, and
it's TJ Sochi.
It was just the perfect time for it, man. I had my Patrick Kane haircut, and so I remember multiple times, basically every day after school. We'd get our schoolwork done. Because if you had bad grades, you couldn't play. No, I'm just kidding. So we'd get our schoolwork done, and
you had to show coach.
If you had bad grades, you had to show coach your report card, or you couldn't play Hock, mini hockey in a dude's basement.
Yeah.
But after school, I remember going over to Colby's house. Literally, probably, I'm not kidding. 3-4 times?
3 or 4 times. That's solid.
Just to play. And it's not like. We would always have people there. Everybody always wanted to play. Yeah,
you guys would ask me like third hour, be like, "Hey man, can we come play hockey for school?" I'm like, "Nah,
if you had something to do, we'd be devastated."
Yeah, no,
I don't know what I'd do with myself.
Yeah, I usually said no, dude, no, and then it'd be like 7th grade or 7th hour. We have 8 hours of period. I'd be like, "All right, everyone." I'd text a group chat, be like, "All right, everyone, come over at 3 o'clock."
We would play all day, all night. We would play game on game on game, and it's not like easy.
Yeah, we'd be sweating our ass off,
dude. After a game, we played to 11. We played to 11. It went by 2. After a game, drenched. We go up, get some water, go back down, play again. And we played over, 500 games? Maybe.
Oh, way combined. Combined over the 3 total years we played? Probably more than 500 games.
And we went as far as making a series between, it was me, Colby, Ben, and Stern.
Yeah, Colby Nicholson, Blake Ballmer on a team versus Christian Sternhagen and Ben Vanager on a team, and we played a total of.
We did a series. I think we went up. Was it?
It wasn't a planned series. It turned out to be.
Yeah, because I think we played them and we were like, "That's a really good game."
And we calculated how many times we've each played each other. Yeah, it was probably over a couple of week period.
Yeah,
we played every day. It wasn't like come over.
We had games in between then too.
Yeah.
So we would, because I know Stern was hurt for a little bit, so we kind of sat out. But I think we went up 1-0,
He still came over and watched though, dude. He was a trooper. I just have to say right now, Christian Sternhagen was the greatest mini hockey player.
He was insane.
He was Wayne Gretzky.
Dribble up. He would go between the legs.
The dude could literally break my ankles on it like in a 10 by 10 race with a mini hockey stick. The dude would just bat it out of the air. He'd be like dribbling in the air.
Score easily on me.
Yeah.
But we had what was I saying? Yeah, I think we went up. What was it? 2 games to none, and then they got one, or they tied it up 2-2. We went up 3-2. And then it was 3-3, and we didn't end up playing game 7.
3, dude.
Yeah, it was tight. We had kids who could shoot. It was kids who could defend the net.
It was tough, and like I'm not kidding. We were like not friends at the time of playing this. I would cross check Christian in the ribs, and Ben would. They launched me.
I remember the day of Game 6 and Game 7 because we planned on playing them the same night.
Yeah,
I didn't talk to Stern the whole day at school.
Yeah,
and he was in my math class.
Blake showed up to Game 6 wearing a suit with a briefcase, had headphones on. But like the funny thing is, like we hyped up Game 6 around our school and on Twitter, and I think everywhere. I don't even know. I don't know if it was on Twitter. It was probably. I
made a Twitter account and updated scores.
Yeah, MHL, the MHL Twitter account. But so like kids that didn't really come over too often at our high school like would come up to us and be like, "Hey, heard about Game 6, man. Good luck." Like, it was like a high school like sporting event, and people were like,
would ask us.
Yeah, they were texting us like, "Who won Game 6?" And then these kids, they were our friends, but like they haven't been over before. They're like, "Hey, man, can we just come watch Game 6?" I was like, "Yeah, man, $100 a ticket." No, I'm just kidding. But
I mean, we had, and we drew a crowd in too because that night we ordered. I don't know how many.
It was an event. I was like, "Mom, yo, we got Game 6 tonight.
We gotta order pizza. Yeah, everybody. We just chipped in, and we had easily over 8 boxes of pizza. I think.
I had Stern in one of my classes. I straight up didn't talk to him. I mean, let me tell you, me and Stern were hella good friends. I straight up didn't talk to him. I was kind of mean to him. I was like, "Dude, fuck you." Like,
Game 6 is we weren't kidding, man. It was serious.
Yeah, he would come up. I think one time he came up. He's like, "What's up, bro?" Like in his German accent. Yeah. I was like, "Dude, like I'm not saying what's up to you."
Folks, man, I'm gonna put my beats on and I'm
like, I'll see you tonight.
First math class, man.
I'll see you tonight, bro. And then me and you have class right after I have class with Stern. I was like, Game 6, dude. I don't even think we did. Oh, dude,
that day of school, it was basically like we were playing in a like a state. We had school the night of a state championship game.
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah,
like
literally everyone.
I didn't care. I didn't care.
Even girls were like, "Oh, this game's good luck." I was like, "Oh yeah, thanks."
Teach me how to play.
Yeah,
I did not do anything that school day, man. There was one thing.
No, bro. One thing on the mind. We had music in. It was Game 6.
Yeah.
So we ended up. Game 6 was pretty heated. Okay, a hot game probably lasted anywhere from about 7 to 15 minutes normally. Game 6 is about a 45-minute game, maybe 30 to 45-minute game.
Yeah, bitch was long.
Because we kept arguing. We got in actual fights, like literally like push argument fights, and it was pretty crazy. So it turns out Stern played the game of his life, and Ben and Stern won Game 6, and it was actually really heated. Me and Blake was pissed. I was pissed. I didn't talk to him. Blake went upstairs. I went upstairs, and then ended up Stern and Ben came up, and we were on my front porch, and it was raining actually out. And they're like, "Hey guys, that was a really fun game. We're tied up in the series 3-3. Or no, it was 4-3.
No, it was 3-3.
Oh, was it?
We played best of 7, so. What we thought was it was 3-3. Whoever won Game 7, it was over.
Yeah,
and
so
we knew
it was better off
just to not play because we knew that Game 7 would have ended friendship.
Yeah, I would
from the start. There would have been a fight.
Yeah, I don't think if I like honestly, I'm gonna be real on the podcast. I don't think we would have won, and I think I can't believe I just said that. I didn't ever want to admit that, but I guess it's been enough time. I don't think dude. Stern was playing out of his mind, and you were not in the right mindset.
Yeah, I was pissed.
You were so mad, and I don't think I would ever talk to Ben or Stern ever again because that was. No, I'm just kidding. I would definitely talk to him again, but it would take me a couple days to like get over that loss.
That's all we cared about, man. Yeah. It was literally devastating. Yeah, and not to mention. That night, we tore down the rink. We did. That was supposed to be the last Hock game. We've played a couple exhibitions. We came out of retirement a few times, but we weren't as good.
So what I want to say is Hock was a huge part of our lives, honestly, to the point where I would show up somewhere in the summer and they'd be like, "Where have you been?" And I'm like,
my basement. Man.
I'd be like, "Oh, I don't know, but I'm really just chilling."
You got a long ass beard and some shaggy ass hair.
Yeah,
it was a good time though. We made new friends. We made enemies for a little bit. A lot of memories, man.
Yeah, so now we moved from Hock to just making videos. We're getting old, dude. It's weird. Also, this is our first podcast, so...
cheers to that.
Yeah, it was. Hopefully, it sounds good. Hopefully, it was good.
No,
I don't know how long this is, so
hopefully many more to come, man.
Yeah.
You know, if people like it, what we're producing out here, even yeah, for your guys' sake and stuff, but even for us, man. If we have fun doing it, you know, we enjoy doing it, then
might as well keep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, like we said, this is our very first one. I don't have a pop filter on this yet. I ordered one on Amazon. It's not here yet, but we wanted to record this. So if the audio is bad, I'm sorry. If you heard a lot of popping, I'm sorry. If you heard my dog walking under my bed or scratching on my door, I'm sorry. I have 2 little Yorkies. They're in the podcast too. So yeah, this is our very first one. I don't know how long this is because Garageband is counting in some weird, crazy stuff right now. But like I said, thank you for listening if you've listened this far. And see you soon. I'll probably be doing this more often. So if you also if you're listening to this and you want to be on the podcast, hit me up. That'd be cool. So yeah, this is we don't have a name for this yet either, but
hit him up. I hit you up. How?
Text me, tweet me, Instagram, DM.
Colby Nicholson.
Yeah.
1.
Colby Nicholson 1. My Snapchat is Colbs79. YouTube's Colbs. Just Colbs. Yeah, go check it out. It's not bad. We make skits for kids roughly 10 to 30. Yeah, this is a horrible outro. We don't really know how to end this. Alright, thank you guys for listening. So, see you soon. Goodbye. Roll the outro music. Probably the same thing as the intro music.
Yeah, yo!